A lot to talk about today. Mike Wang going off. You get so much information. It's just like, damn, do you do a video for each or do you go live and talk about everything? We're going to cover two important things in this live stream. We got a ton of new animations for NBA 2K24. And there's some more validity to the rumor that's going around saying that we're going to get a demo for 2K24. Something big happening for Mamba Day. Y'all tuned in just in time. Baby Clay, no cap in the building. Your boy Jay. Let me make sure that's straight. King Blue, C, Detroit Ballin'. Yeah, they're talking about it. They're talking about it. And there's a little bit more validity, which we'll go over in this stream. Will there be +4? I'm not exactly sure. Coach Z, I see you. What's good, man? Hey, I just want to mention that if I'm doing live streams, it's not my intention. What up, today? It's not my intention to disregard any comments. So I try and look back on the stream after, like the next day, and I see that I end up missing some comments from folks. Please don't take it personal. The comments just be moving fast nowadays. So I really appreciate your patience with that. What up, Igadawa? What's good? D-Free Nation, Dunno, Coins in the building. We about to start it up. Let me let them know we live in Discord, and we should be good to go. Yo, City, how you been? What up, Raja? What's good? Uncle Demi said it was Cap. It could very well be Cap, but we're gonna go over some stuff. It very well could be Cap. Ideally, I would imagine if 2K, ideally, I guess tomorrow we'll be able to know for sure. I believe it to be highly doubtful that we'll get a demo. I imagine that unless they really wanted to surprise the community, considering the idea that they're expecting that decline in consumer sales, I would think that the company itself would be more inclined to push whatever would spark something within the community and in turn create more pre-orders. So what up, Frank? What's good, man? Your boy Jay in the building. That man Juju. What up? What up? I've been good. Hopefully you good as well. I was wondering if you plan on going over defensive changes in the game. I did a whole video and we did a whole live stream talking about defensive changes. Check the channel. It's there. Demo is pointless. I think people will still love it. If they did drop a demo tomorrow, I think the community will feel so appreciative. I think it'll reinvigorate the trust from the consumer to 2K. So it'll speak volumes outside of just what the game is. I think folks would. How many of you guys would like a demo? Type 1 if you would like a demo. Type 2 if you could care less. There's no right or wrong answer here. 1 if you want a demo. 2 if you could care less. Let me know. I will watch it go up. What up, B-Dub? King Roll Up. J So Icy in the building. DJ. Every year, 2K make promises about interior defense. Big Red with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. What up, underrated reply guy? I see 1s, 2s. More ones. More ones. Look at the ones.
Let's
said
go,
2. Look at the
Coachy.
ones. See a couple 2s in there. But I try to tell y'all, look at them. Look at them. They're going crazy. So, you see 2s sprinkled here and there, but I think the consensus would be that folks would love to see a demo. I think I honestly, I could care less either way, but for me, it would mean, as everything I just said, for me, it would be more like regaining my trust, showing a little bit more transparency in gameplay development, things like this. The question is, if they was to bring a demo, when? If they was to bring a demo, the idea is that it might happen tomorrow, Mamba Day. So this is how this whole thing started. We're gonna get into it, man. So it all started with this. I'll pull it up right now, and then I got another reference to pull up after this. This came out and it was spreading through the rumorville. It said, "Have you tried?" And ideally, if we're gonna get information like a demo, more than likely, especially like a promotion like this here, it will come from 2K, Ronnie 2K, or Mike Wang. they would make the announcement, especially considering how active Mike Wang has been. But it says, have you tried Pro Play yet? Just in time for the new NBA season. An all new pick up and play NBA 2K24 demo experience. Try out the new player, the My Player Builder, with unique customizations that put you in control of your player's NBA future. Download for free on Mamba Day, which is tomorrow, and jump right into exciting 2K24 quick game action. So it started with that, yeah. That's how this whole thing started moving. And the validity, All City Big Heck is the one who sent me this. So if you guys want some insider information or you want to keep up to date in regards to Twitter or /X, go follow All City Big Heck at BS1. He keeps me up to date on a lot of stuff. Salute to All City Big Heck. There's one more thing as well that we got to consider. And this is what helped increase. Hold on, let me put it down before I open it, so that way I can resize it first. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna put it down. Give me 1 second, and then we're gonna open the new one. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up this. I haven't even read this text message completely, but there's the other thing that's circling. Let me see if I could raise this so I can see it clear, because I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to see this thing. All right, so I don't know who Dylan L is. I've seen the name before. Maybe you guys know better than me. But he said, yes, for sure, there will be a demo. There's just no release date for the demo yet. So whoever this person was talking to him, says, so there will be a demo before the release 9/8. He goes on to say, I've seen rumors that demo could be tomorrow. No truth to that, with a question mark. And Dylan said, there's no confirmed announcement on the date. The dude says, okay, I appreciate it. Thanks, Dylan. Take care. But yes, before the game releases, there will be a demo. What up, Chosen? What's good, man? So that's the other aspect of it. I'm not trying to hype anybody up. I say take this with a grain of salt until we see something. It'll probably, if there is going to be a demo, more than likely it'll be tomorrow. Maybe they do want to commemorate Kobe's legacy and or honor him at the very least, and drop something on Mamba Day. And maybe it is. Maybe we are in store for a big surprise. Who knows? Time will tell, and we'll definitely be here for it tomorrow. There is some other stuff that I want to talk about. Demos. I gotta tell you guys that we get kind of consumed with like the big hype. But if there was a demo, I think it'll speak more for other aspects. As far as gameplay, I don't think we're gonna really be able to know what we're getting into. Like, a demo is nice and is a nice gesture from 2K if they did make something happen. But as far as like what 2K24 is going to be, I highly doubt we'll be able to understand it from a demo. 20 had a demo. No, 2K20 had a demo. Congrats on 80K. 83. Yeah, we hit 83. Nice. Salute to y'all, man. By the way, we are 3,000 ahead of schedule, so it's a beautiful thing. But I will still ask your support. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, get them notifications going, and I'll give you guys a shout out. But our goal for 2K24 is to reach 100K. Currently, with 3,000 ahead of schedule, I would love to hit 85 before the release date, which would be super dope. We would have to make up 15,000 subscribers upon the release of 2K24, and I think it's doable. Truly appreciate your support. You guys can help get us one step closer. Wagwan Mars, Wagwan Mars in the building. 20 demo. Yeah, the demos, when we used to get demos, it was not a secret. We had come to a point already where we were expecting demos, prelude or prelude, however you pronounce it. But yeah, it was no secret. It wasn't done in secret. We got the demo, and it was known that we were going to get a demo until we didn't. So crazy. What up, Cree Harv? Mike's still going crazy. Mike's been, man, Mike has been giving it up today. We got a lot of content to go over. Man, he has been giving it up. Let's talk about it. Did he say anything about tiers? He didn't I don't think he mentioned tiers. Not the last time I checked. What up, Dame Espacio? Big Drew, what it is? So we're gonna pull up one other thing here. We could pull up the animations, and I'm pretty sure this one's it here. Yeah, dribble animations. So yeah, we got a lot to go over because this here, in regards to our dribble animations, was kind of crazy. Did you guys see that? Let me move this over here. Matter of fact, move it over here. Did you guys see that stuff? Can't wait for 24. What up, Greens? Let me pull it up so I can see it clear, because I got it small there on the screen. I don't want to squint to see it. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up myself here. Dribble animations. Okay. Close that. So it says here, Jay Chandler had asked about inquiring, because rumors have been going on, 150 dribble animations. So Mike Wang blew the top off the community today by saying 150 dribble animations. He said, that's misinformation. I said there are 150 motion styles, not dribble animations. There are a lot more dribbles than that. And he goes on to list, which we're going to go over in a separate graph that the good folks over at NBA 2K Labs created for the 2K community. Folks are always curious as to why I promote 2K Labs, and it's for things like this. They are such a stand-up company with the way in which they conduct themselves within the community. And there's been many people, I'll just say people, who have come up to me asking me to push them, whether it be a badge grinding service or another video game, a mobile game. And I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because either one, I don't agree with it, or two, I just don't like what I'm seeing, or three, I can't assure the viewers, you guys, that what they're offering is gonna be good. So I'm like that. I'm sorry. I can't just push anything. By the way, if you guys would like to join NBA 2K Lab Premium, you could use my promo code AllCity and save 20%. They're going to be the go-to for 2K24 in regards to your favorite jump shot and insider information from all of their like studies and tests. Definitely something worth considering. Use promo code AllCity. It says here, he listed off everything, and now we're going to pull up who's this? B-Dub, appreciate that. Appreciate the truth revealed with microtransactions. 1,600 for me. I'm heartbroken for you. I know it was heartbreaking to see that number, B-Dub. Appreciate the super chat, man. 2K Labs about to be busy for 24. You ain't lying. What's good, Jimmy Buckets? The vibes are good today, man. Great information today. So the vibes are definitely good today. We're gonna pull up the next image from 2K Labs.
Let's go, Coachy.
That they created. No, that's not it. Browse, that's that. We're gonna pull up this one.
Let's go,
So
Coachy.
2K Labs created that there, and I'm gonna have to pull it up so I can see it clearly too, and we can review it so we can go over exactly how many animations for each particular like category of animations, how many more we got. Went over it in a video. We'll do it here in the live stream, and you know, we'll help create some dialogue, see what you guys like and dislike. Let me just get to it and pull it up there. All right, now we're in business. Robert Callie's, can't wait to see the wreck. We're not 100% sure. I just went over that in the beginning of the live stream, Bleed Green, but there's a bit more validity to the idea that there may be a demo coming. I don't know how much validity there is, but I did go over, I showed you guys what I seen. So you could just rewind the stream. I still haven't done a pre-order because of my concerns of pro play. A demo would ease my concerns. I think it would for a lot of people more. I haven't pre-ordered either. So hella interesting. I think I would have. If we did get a demo, I think I would pre-order as well. I ain't even gonna cap. But we'll go over it. What you guys are seeing on screen is the increase in dribble animations. We'll start from the bottom very quickly just to give you guys a rundown. In 2K23, we had a total of 205 playmaking animations. The good folks, by the way, the good folks at NBA 2K Labs are the one who created this graph, and they did that instantly after Mike Wang tweeted out those numbers. So salute to 2K Labs and everything they do for the community. In 2K23, we had 205 playmaking animations. In 2K24, we have 555 playmaking animations. That leads to a total of 350 total additional new animations added to 2K24's playmaking. So super dope, man. I stopped adding my transactions at 1500. Marshall Hill said, scary stuff, man. At the very least, yeah, at the very least, consider making a change. It's for your benefit. It's for not only your benefit with the slight
Let's
smallest
go,
change that you guys make in your microtransaction conversions next year. The smallest change helps not only yourself but helps the community in the long run. So keep that in mind. If you got a number this year, if you did the math this year, did your checks and balances and found that you had a high number this year, like $1,600, make a change for next year. Don't need to be drastic. Your entertainment, is as valuable as you need it to be, but something. Just keep in mind that that every time you wipe that card or you put that card down, our future becomes just a little more bleak in the gaming industry. Just keep that in mind. So make more educated decisions when you're putting your card down. Maybe you don't need to make that build just yet. Maybe you don't have enough information on 2K and how the game plays for you to make that build just yet. Sit on it. There's a whole annual cycle. There's a whole year. Sit on it for just a second. Maybe you'll come to find out that you'll save a little bit of money instead of having bills that you end up deleting by the end of the year. How many of you guys done that? I appreciate that, Mo. Thank you, man. So yeah, we'll get on it. Comparisons for each category of dribbling or each of your playmaking animations. My brother, one of the better YouTubers out. Always appreciate that, Grandpa King. Salute to you, man. I showed you guys. I'll pull up the leaders of Take-Two Interactive so you guys have their names. I'll pull it up after this, after we go over this. Just remind me if I forget. I haven't done a video on it, but I did post it on Twitter. And I posted it in the live stream not too long ago. NMS is going to be crazy. I'm going to watch every video on this journey. Appreciate that, Mo. I appreciate that type of support, too, because this is not going to die down. I created a much larger challenge for myself for absolutely not necessarily a reason outside of just my passion for 2K and where 2K is headed. In the sense that my goal was to hit 100K, so it's not in my best interest to take on a no money spent
Let's go,
annual cycle playthrough. But like I said, it's just better for the community, point blank, period. We need answers way sooner than later. If we let another year go by, who's to say what's the cost going to be for NBA 2K25? So, keep those things in mind. I say it is what it is, man. If I don't hit the 100K, then it wasn't meant to be. I'm walking in God's hands. That's what it is. So God got this, whether it's this year, next year, or 10 years from now. God got this. NBA 2K Lab will start from top to bottom. We went from the total number. We're getting a total number of 350 additional new playmaking animations, top to bottom dribble styles. 26 we had in 23. We have 25 in 24. For what reason? I have no idea. Maybe 2K realized that they don't use but so many dribble styles. Most people using Michael Jordan. Passing styles. Mike Wang didn't go over the passing styles in his tweet that I showed a little while ago, but we have 7 new passing style animations. What do you guys think the new passing styles are going to be? Who has like a noticeable passing style that's not in the game? Can anybody tell me? You spent 3K on a basketball game, my guy. They must be talking to somebody in the chat. Can anybody tell me like what additional passing styles there needs to be? Am I missing some? We're not exactly sure if there's going to be a demo. I did go over it in the beginning of the stream, Romaro. I'm sticking with my 7-1 Rudy Gobert build. Ain't got to worry about shooting till season 2 or 3. Jokic. Okay. Magic. Isn't Magic already in there, right? Magic is already in there. Trae Young, Russell Westbrook, Halliburton. Okay. Interesting. Jason Williams, Rondo. Okay, these people weren't in the game. What's good? Let's
go,
Q-Bus. So, Nash. Interesting. Lonzo's in there, though. Isn't Jason... Damn, I can't recall the passing styles. I only tried 2. I did LeBron, and I ended up going back to LeBron, but I tried Ball. and I didn't really like it. What up, Weezy? Motion styles. Gary Payton. Wow. Magic. Pete Maravich. Interesting. Folks are saying Rondo. LaMelo Ball is in there already. What's up, Nurse Edelyn? Is Jason Kidd already in the game? All right, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I can't recall the passing styles. Anyway, so we're getting 7 new additional passing styles, which is pretty dope. Signature size ups, 67 and 23, 67 and 24, so nothing new there. For the size up escapes, though, these are some of the more interesting animations that we like to add to our players. Your size up escapes could absolutely change your whole game. So we had 18 in 23, and we're looking to get 26 in 24. That's 8 more size up escapes. And I know folks were asking, hey, are these going to be like given day one, or are they going to be spread out? I ideally would like to think that these animations, you're going to see a good majority of them day one, but I do believe they will put some of these behind the paywall and also the seasons. So I appreciate that, John Pierre. Salute to you. Demo's not out. We're not exactly sure if there's gonna be a demo, but what we did in the beginning of the stream, you guys could rewind it, is just review some of the images that we have, kind of leading toward the idea that Mamba Day, which is tomorrow, may have a surprise in store for us. So interesting stuff. Moving crossovers damn near doubled. Moving crossovers in 23, we had 28 moving crossovers. In 2K24, we're about to have 45 additional new moving crossover animations. That leads to a total of 17 additional moving crossovers. So that's pretty dope. Moving behind the back, another animation that in previous 2Ks was OP. Everybody loved the moving behind the back. It was so effective toward like setting up your breakdown. So in 23, it wasn't nearly as effective, and I didn't count it as a bad or a good thing. I just kind of missed those old days of coming up the court using your moving behind the back and it being super effective. In 23, we have 15. That got doubled. We're going to have 31 moving behind the backs for a total of 16 new additional moving behind the back playmaking animations. The moving step back, we get 3 of those. 23, we have 15. In 24, we're going to have 18. So moving step backs are always good as well. The moving spins, in 23 we had 17. In 24 we're gonna have 30. Hopefully some of them are effective. From what I understand, everybody uses a basic one for the spin back animation. Outside of that, folks don't seem to be using moving spins, but 2K every year puts it in the game. I don't understand. Maybe folks are using it on maybe different game modes. I don't know. Moving hezzies, we got 15 new moving hesitations. 23, we had 12, and 24, we're getting 27. And then we have the motion styles. Some of these, the way these work and like the breakdown combos, we have 150 motion styles coming. And I'm not exactly sure, did they cover motion styles? The way it sounds to me is that the way in which your player moves is going to kind of emulate your favorite NBA player depending on the motion style you choose. That's my thought, but I don't recall coming across news of them explaining motion styles. Maybe I'm mistaken and I just kind of forgot about it, but maybe some of you guys could clarify in the stream. Breakdown combos, we're going to get 102 breakdown combos along with 20 combo packs. And from what Mike Wang explained about the breakdown combos is that you'll be able to exit out of the combination. So as soon as you start your breakdown combo, you'll go into a series of dribble animations. And you could break out of that series of dribble animations when you see fit. Of course, some are going to be more overpowered than others. The community is always going to find the way to find the absolute quickest speed boost animation out of a particular breakdown combo. Cadillac, some said and one. Interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting if they did like and one passing styles. That would be Motion styles, defensive stance, and player movement. Well, motion styles, there was a defensive end, but this is obviously referring to offensive end, as 2K Labs put it under playmaking options. So, playmaking animations. Big Hex said motion styles, defensive stance, and player movement. 2K had talked about this a while back in regards to the defense and creating the motion style of your favorite player.
Let's
But now
go,
we're getting
Koji.
motion styles for offense, probably in part or primarily due to pro play, and we're going to get 150 of those type of animations to make it look more like your favorite player. Salute to you as well. Real takes over fake debates. Appreciate you. SB Talk Sports. Appreciate that, man. Let's go over the next one. We did breakdown combos. We did combo packs. So that completes it. We have 350 total new playmaking animations. Big question for me, which I hope some of you guys had the same question. I'll get to the chat and we'll just go through the chat and use the chat to help us create dialogue for the rest of the stream. With all this offense, how does the defense keep up? We got a ton. He just told us we're getting 555 playmaking animations. Wolf recently said it's not playmaking. So the whole thing is not playmaking. Motion styles has nothing to do with playmaking. Because the conversation as well, so that's a bit confusing because when yeah, so hold on, I'm gonna pull this up so see if we can get to the bottom of this. The Jay Chandler asked him, when y'all say y'all added 150 dribble animations, is that for 6 size up, moving crossovers, or moving spins? And then Mike Wang didn't say that those are not dribble animations. He just said this is misinfo. I said there are 150 motion styles, not dribble animations. I guess he did kind of clear that up. Not dribble animations. There are a lot more dribbles than that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to fully grasp what he's getting at. But if Hex said that motion styles are related to defensive animations, not dribble animations. I wish Mike Wang would have clarified that right there. It could have been easier to say motion style refers to defense, not offense. That would have been very easy. Certain players move around the court, walk, stand, or lay. Yeah, that's what I would think that they would want to add motion styles to offense more than defense. Surely add it to defense, but I would ideally, I guess I would prefer them to add motion styles to offense as well. Interesting. Tomorrow, folks are saying there's a demo. So there's rumors throughout the 2K community that there may be a demo. DeMarcus J23, appreciate the sub or appreciate the follow. City, there's a prior tweet where someone asked about motion styles being equipable this year, and the community took that 150 number and ran with it, thinking it was dribble related. Interesting. Big Hex said it's all above. So yeah, so motion, it looks like motion styles are solely referring to defensive animations. We'll see what happens. I'm curious now. The upcoming release of 2K24 and Mortal Kombat 1 has been an eye-opener for me. The difference in treatment of the two fan bases by the developers is shocking. Yeah, Mortal Kombat developers there are being completely transparent in comparison to 2K. It's like night and day. So yeah, we'll stick with it, man. We'll let the chat run the rest of the stream. Let's get with it. Pull that down and let's talk about it. You got to break the moves down by heist. Not everyone is going to be able to see most of the moves. That was Robert Callie's. Kenny George said, imagine being at a bar and you see Mike Wang buy shots for everyone. You didn't know last year? You don't remember last year? I think it was last year or the year before when Mike Wang got twisted and got the Twitter on the late night and he was airing everything out, bro. Y'all don't remember that? He sent out like 150 tweets that night. Mike Wang was ripped off the Henny. You could tell he went to a hood bar. They had him taking straight shots of Henny because he went off, and then they put him in prison. They didn't, not really. I don't want to even put that on nobody. But what ended up happening the next day is
Let's
that
go,
Ronnie
Coachy.
2K called him Prison Mike. Steve Carroll, Prison Mike. I don't know if you guys know about that, but anyway, to clear my confusion, they could just release a demo or hold on, let me go up. Or a detailed video showing all aspects of gameplay. It's facts. It's facts. They could encompass physicality and all the manner. That's what I thought, Jimmy Buckets. Maybe it's offense and defense, but Big Hex said Wolf described it. Joe L, appreciate you. Big Hex, All City Big Hex said that Wolf described it already and that it was defensive animation. So Henny and rice wine. They said no more 6'9" PGs. They were slow, but they could block shots and shoot, though. I could see that. I could see we're heading back to the more standardized type of point guards. How do you feel about reporting, like for players griefing? And in rare instances, using programs to time shots. Is that something you follow? Well, I know they talked about it, and there is going to be a new griefing mechanic. At least they covered it for the rec center. It is unfortunate. The griefing is unfortunate, but there's ways around it. Like you could increase your skill level and get into the pro-am scene, and you don't have to really worry about things like that. We rarely experienced it, and we played rec all year, and we rarely experienced it. Folks quit, but it was a rare occasion when they would try and sell, like stand out of bounds or stand in the 3 seconds, where in previous years, I remember they would do that more consistently. So maybe the heftier penalty on 2K24 will at least tone it down a little bit more. You're one of the few YouTubers I listen to about 2K. You seem to be for the people. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that statement alone will be validated with time from your perspective. But we've been doing this for a long time, and I'm a gamer first, so it may come across that I'm for the people. It's hard to say because it's like I don't want to. I have my best interests at heart, is what I'm trying to get at. That's probably the best way to frame it or word it, because I'm a gamer. So my best interest is like I pay money to play the game. I don't want to pay money to play the game. I think it's wrong. I'm a gamer since I was a child. All platforms, and been playing 2K since the very first 2K. So seeing what it's come to is just like, nah, that's not gaming. This is not gaming. This is not what I used to have so much fun and escape, your stress. You just go in and enjoy a game. And it's turning into something very different. The last couple of years with 2K in particular is very clear that it's turning into something very different, because I used to be able to put on the game and not even look at the clock. You just knew you was locked in, and you got everything else prepared around you to be locked in. So you took care of everything you had to take care of, did this, did that. And as soon as you turned on the game, it was like, that's it for my day. That's how it used to feel. And your days used to just pass by without you even noticing how much time you spent at the game. And now I can't even go an hour without looking at the clock and wondering when I'm finna get off of this joint. So there's definitely something wrong. What's worse is that we're paying, if I was to make the comparison from 2K20 to 2K23, paying like 1,000 times, maybe 100 times more. than what we'll pay on 2K20. And I had a whole legend run on 2K20. So I appreciate that, Green Cage. I F with the big three, All City Squad, Bruce Squad, and Assist Gang. They play the game how it should be. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Real talk. 12 hours went by fast as hell. Six Figure D, appreciate that, man. QC, I hope we're not forced to pay. Maybe it's that OC. What up, Ben? OC said, I hope we're not forced to pay the season pass. You're not forced. Not right now. Zidandara in the building. GoldenEye days were crazy. Some of the most fun games, GoldenEye. Cool. 199 super chat. Big fan. We need NBA Live to come back. I'm glad you joined, Coop, and I don't want to burst your bubble, but I've said this for the folks that follow me and have been following me for a long time. They know I've said this multiple times over. EA, it doesn't look like it's coming back, and if it is coming back, it's no time soon at the very least, unless they. I'll just tell you guys what happened real quick. It was reported by Brian Mazik from Forbes.com. EA wanted to release a free-to-play game. The NBA got involved and said, no, you cannot release a free-to-play game because, and there was already set. Everything was developed. It was ready to go from what I understand. And they said, nah, you can't do it because it's going to affect the sales for 2K. And shortly after that, the whole NBA Live team got disbanded. So that was like maybe 3 years ago, when they was going to release that free-to-play game. And we haven't heard anything since. So just so you know where this comes from, I know it's shocking for a lot of people. 2K really has the market cornered. If anybody's coming up, if EA can't make it happen, anybody that's coming up who even serves as the slightest level of threat in regards to competition for 2K, I imagine 2K will buy them out before they let them go through and make it happen. $10 super chat from Supreme RD. Can't wait for the All City Discord channel this year. I joined last year and got a recommendation for my best player in 2K23. So I can't wait what the community got in store this year. Yeah, we're looking, salute to you for saying that, Supreme RD. We have an amazing Discord. We truly, outside of what you guys see here, like on live streams and in videos, behind the scenes, we're growing our Discord community, pulling up on 27,000 members, and we really out there to try and help the community. And it's not just me speaking on a live stream. There's stuff we do on a daily basis offline, just for the folks that are part of our community. If you guys would like to join our Discord community, all you have to do is type !Discord. It's just good vibes. You feel what I'm saying? So when you're tired of the toxicity that you may receive from other communities and you want a more safe environment, come into our Discord. We'd be happy to have you. Please save the toxicity. The second any of you lames try to come into our Discord trying to be any level of disrespectful or toxic, you're out of here, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We saved that for later. Priority number one, making sure Discord is safe for all gamers. We're going against the grain here, y'all.
Let's
against
go,
the grain.
Koji.
Folks, you don't have a non-toxic. We have a non-toxic community. No tolerance for it. How can you do that? It's 2K. It's toxic. We're doing it. This is what we do. Salute to y'all, man. Do you think 2K will surprise us with park badges? It's a possibility. I think 2K is really exploring fun again. I think they're trying to bring it back to fun again. At least that's what it sounds like. How they execute it, I don't know.
Let's
But it
go,
looks like they're
Koji.
trying to bring it back to fun. Rome said, we're sending you to the gulag. Yeah, the link will come up. That's the
Let's
Discord
go,
link right there.
Koji.
You guys could click that. Interesting stuff for 2K24. You're going to have different Pro-Am squads next year. We have the Maniacs. So we might have multiple teams representing the Maniacs. Our intention is to grow the Maniacs. So we have within our Discord, we have tryouts for the Lunatics, which is an exclusive group of players who are already proven to have a high amount of aptitude. And then we have the Pro-Am or highly competitive side of things, and that's going to be for the Maniacs. salute to our lunatics, salute to all of our All City lunatics and all of our All City maniacs. They really helped keep things lively within our Discord, always getting runs in. They're always in the party chats on Discord, setting up tens and tournaments and things like that. So real dope time. 2K is about to surprise us on the price. JB said reg badges and park badges would be dope. So, Mike Wang has touched base on accessibility. And I don't think, and he said it's like it covers all aspects of the game. And like Swante referred to, and folks got to start listening to Swante because he gets it. When you're a veteran of this 2K stuff, you get things very easily. When someone like Mike Wang uses the word accessible multiple times over in one segment of an interview, from 2K's perspective, accessible means reaching the masses. The masses for 2K, when you're referencing who are the masses, who makes up the good majority, it's the casual, y'all. So for a lot of you guys, maybe casuals in this stream and you intend to get better, this is a good thing for you. For the veteran players, it seems a bit more complicated because there's no distinction between who's, during your gameplay, there's very little distinction between who's a veteran and who's a noob. When those two players meet, there should be like, you should be able to clearly tell who's the noob and who's the veteran. So when Mike Wang is talking about making the game more accessible, he's obviously referencing the idea that they want to make it casual friendly. And that's not, I don't think it's a bad thing. It may bring the fun back. But there needs to be a distinction between a player who invests a lot of time into practicing and getting stuff done right so they could perform out there versus someone who just pops the game on. They never practice. They never worry about their jump shot. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. K-Ron said, I just want KD handles. Steve in the building. Book of Swante is official too. Facts. Casual doesn't play the game 8 hours a day. Facts. This is facts. So, as you could imagine how bothered. Now, I don't know casuals could agree with this as well. You could imagine how bothered a player who practices the game, practices the dribble combinations, practices his jump shot, spends 8 hours a day. You could imagine how frustrated he would be if you got on the game 1 hour a week or 1 hour even a day and you dropping off veteran players out there. Hopefully 2K has invested in matchmaking and creating that skill gap for those folks who do invest. Otherwise, we're talking mid-year, the game collapses. That's what I imagine.
Let's
2K
go,
has
Koji.
tried this, and they tried it heavily with 2K21. 2K21, in my opinion, was a complete disaster. It was right up there with 2K18, and I was able to play 2K18 the entire year. I wasn't able to play 2K21 the entire year. So accessibility means so Lucky Spumoni. I don't know if you're the same guy that left this comment on my YouTube video. When Mike Wang is talking about accessibility, he is not referring to people who have disabilities. Hopefully you could clarify. I don't know if there's been some confusion on your end, but he is not referring to people with disabilities. This is why he said for people who are new to 2K and for young kids is what he followed up that statement. I don't know if you're the same guy who left that same comment in my video, but maybe you have a misconception. Mike Wang is not referring to you, although you may be a part in there, but nah, that's not what he's referring to at all. Some say the real definition of casual is offline, no money spent, at least the Reddit dudes. No. I don't think anybody would. Maybe there's folks who agree with that. It has something to do with it. The offline experience, a casual will be considered somebody who rarely goes online. Sure, that falls into the category. I imagine, yeah, you fall into a casual category. But you have online casuals, folks who just get on the game and they want to go into the rec center. but they do that 1 hour after work and then they get off. If you're not a casual, you cannot play 1 hour. Do you get what I mean to say? Like, you know, you're not a casual if you find yourself in the practice sessions and labbing it up and understanding the how to make the mechanics work for you, investing all that thought, time, and energy into executing this stuff on the floor. So, you know, there's a different mind state for the casual. The casual gets on, he's not thinking of nothing else, man. He's like, yo, let's hoop. I got a bag already, bro. And he's going to try to put his real life bag into the game. The differences between casual and folks who are a bit more competitive is they try to learn 2K. You get what I mean to say? Let alone basketball. Casual's mind state, I'll take my IRL basketball and apply it in the game. But then, you know, as you learn 2K, you start to understand 2K has a specific way to play. And year to year, it varies as far as the exploits go, speed boost animations, what allow you to speed boost, things like this. If a casual beats a veteran player, that veteran player ain't really like that. And I'm not saying it's not possible. All I'm saying is there has to be a clear distinction. That's all. That I'm
Let's
not
go,
saying like a
coachy.
casual can't beat a veteran player or somebody who practices, you know, a ton of time, because some people take in information
Let's
differently.
go,
So they
coachy.
learn quicker, some people learn slower. But I mean to say there just has to be a clear distinction. I mean by build attributes, badges, are they maxed out? These are things that casuals don't necessarily have the time to invest in until later in the year as time passes. So things to
Let's
consider.
go, coachy.
824 gotta be the dopest birthday for a Lakers fan. Facts, Jay. Salute to you, man. Happy early birthday. You're just 4 hours away. Well, if you're a Lakers fan, you're probably out there. You're probably on the west side, so you're like, what, 7 hours away? 7 hours till your birthday, I mean. I downloaded a 10-hour demo. Only bully baller is Carmelo Anthony. 2K24, take my money in memory of the GOAT, Kobe Bryant. Please don't think that way. Please, I beg of you, get that out your mind. We're talking about corporate America here, who has, I gotta put this a nice way because I definitely don't want no heat coming my way for saying something like this. I'll say it like this: corporate America has a portion of Kobe Bryant's legacy in their hands. That's probably the best way to put it. So please get it out your mind that paying 2K helps you keep Mamba's legacy alive. We've had the Mamba court in 2K for quite a while, and they've done nothing with it. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. It's off in the cut somewhere that people use it just to practice. Keep it a buck with y'all, man. Keep it a buck with yourself. What I would do is Google what companies or what business ventures that you could support that go directly to Kobe Bryant's family. That's what I would do if you really want to support Kobe. Go check out what goes direct. And if it so happens to be 2K, then so be it. I doubt it, but if it does, so be it. I know they got to kick out something, but they're not giving Vanessa Bryant a coin, or is they? I don't know, Green's Cage. It's a good question. Maybe we got to look into that during this no money spent run. Maybe it's something we got to find out. O-Gen getting a MyCore before next gen. We don't know. We don't know if next gen doesn't have a MyCore. I hope. If they didn't hear the community on this, I'd be sick. We need a MyCore for 2K24. That's like hands down guaranteed. I don't know how many of you guys agree, but I need that ball machine. Pause. I need the joint that I could just sit back, chill, take my spot up shots, and I don't have to move. I go hard no matter what, and I've been going with no experience and all happy thoughts on each 2K. Super dope. I'm trying to get to the comments now. Casuals jump on Fortnite after getting beat. Try hard, spin the block, and buy boosts for the rematch. That's funny. Don Dada said they definitely had to pay for the rights to use Kobe on the cover, for sure. But something that's already been going on, as Kobe's been on the cover a few times. So yeah, for sure. It's one thing to buy the rights. I'm more so speaking about the idea of like a foundation, for instance. But it's one thing because that's one hand wash the other. You pay for something, if you have enough money to pay for something that's Kobe on his birthday, imagine how much money you finna get in return. So I'm low-key mad that Greenlight animations aren't automatic. What do you mean they aren't automatic? Well, from what I understand about green animations this year is that they're still gonna be delayed. It's still just like in 23. That's what I understand. And the shooting animation, the celebration, that's gonna happen for every shot you hit now when you have it applied, from what I understand so far. They're talking about a demo X Bams. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll meet up again tomorrow in a live stream and we'll see what they did, whether they dropped the demo tomorrow or not. But there's rumors that there's might be something special happening for Mamba Day. There's the rumors. And there's not much validity to those rumors. We could speculate. But it ain't like Mike Wang or Ronnie 2K came out and said something. There we go. That's what I'm saying, Don. Yeah, every edition is sold should give a percentage to Kobe's family. Yeah, see, that's something different. You see, if we found out 2K was doing that, then it's like, yeah, let's go buy the Mamba edition. I'm going to play no matter what. I love basketball, and 2K is basketball as far as gaming goes. I'm going to have fun, win or lose. I'm too old to stress, and my blood pressure is too high. I feel you, Stephen. I feel you. I'm hoping to get back on that type of time with this new way to experience 2K, no money spent. I'm hoping to get back on that same type of time where I didn't care what was going on, bro. I'm finna get on and make the most of this joint. That's why I say in 2K24, at least in this community, here on this platform and within our Discord, we're going to put our best effort. We're going to put forth our best effort into creating fun, even if it's not there. Yo, City, would it be cool if there was a block animation for every contact dunk? I would love that. There was once upon a time we used to get these swap block animations consistently, where you're dead, you flying in the air, and you're like stretched out, almost like somebody looks when they're gonna dunk the ball, but except this man is coming to swat them, and it used to be so dope. Where everybody's like, oh, whether he got blocked or whether he dunked the rock, it was still one of those wow moments. I wish we could go back to that. That it came out for why these builders are always broken. Well, the demo, I think the demo wouldn't be released under the terms or ideas that you guys may have in mind. The demo will be strictly just to show the community what they've been working on. But as far as feedback, nothing. They'll take zero from it. We've learned over the last week or two that 2K has a tremendous amount of gameplay testers, folks that are good at the game. They have a bunch of engineers who work on the game. And when it comes to gameplay changes, they have to go through a whole long process to happen. So these are some of the things that we've learned over the last couple of weeks. So releasing a demo 8/24, a couple of weeks before the game actually drops, wouldn't change much. Our feedback will be irrelevant. I'm definitely running with you on that no money run, but I may need a hot dove for animations though. I get it, man. I'm testing something different here. It's not just about doing no money spent. That's not the challenge. For me, the challenge is getting questions answered. I'll give you guys my quick theory. My quick theory is that 2K does something to us psychologically that we just spend money without even thinking. Knowing that I personally don't operate like that on a day-to-day basis. Pretty frugal with how I spend money. So when I take that into consideration, I say, what the hell does 2K got going on here? Because I didn't even like 2K23. So that's where this whole idea came from. And these are the questions I want answered for myself and for the community in the long run, just in case the research has to be done on why gaming has gotten so, especially sports gaming, why it's gotten so expensive. And how far will they go, and how far will the consumer go spending that money? These are questions that need answers way sooner than later. And if we could start that process under the guise of a no money spent annual run, then I think it's hella beneficial for the 2K community, hella beneficial in the long run. I'm saying there needs to be slaps against the backboard. Yeah, that would be dope. Slaps against the backboard. I can see them adding that with pro play animation. Psychology of money. It's every year the game for me is getting less fun to play because I don't really have that much time to grind. I only have the weekend to play. And that's interesting because it's like if you don't have the time to grind, like you had said, if you're not out there grinding, then you know what your experience is going to be like when you get out on the floor. And then you always feel like you're a step behind. So it kind of turns you off from even going online. It's how I feel with a bunch of other games. Like if I get a fighting game, for instance, I've been so far removed from fighting, I won't take a fighting game online. Them folks got it. They've been doing it for years. So I get turned off at the idea. So I could imagine someone feeling like that on 2K. Oh, what up, Frank Daniel? AI, at least 50% of the community are going to spend at least $500. That was AI Matrix. My career endorsements need to come in clutch. Facts. You kept making bills to try and make the game fun. There you go. He said it perfectly. Thank you for saying that, Don. I dead seriously kept making bills to try and make the game fun. A new challenge here. Played every position in 2K23. Just trying to find fun. Lockdown, center, wing, 2 guard, 1. Oh, man. And I'm like, here I am giving a company money consistently to try and create my own fun. This is their job to make the game fun. It's not my job. I'm already a 2K vet. I could understand if I was new to 2K, but I'm a veteran. First game ever released. It's playing it since then. And it's no longer the same. But it wasn't too long ago where it was fun in 2K20. It wasn't that long ago. It's someone who has extreme enthusiasm or zeal for something. Add microtransactions to a game, plays to that vice. I appreciate you saying that, B-Dub. Me too. May 17 bills, all max. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So if that's not some psychological wild stuff going on, B, here we are. Because the game is not fun, we refuse to accept that the game is not fun with the 3 bills we already made. So here we go. We keep dropping. I'm going to make this joint fun. I'm not accepting no. 2K, here, continue to take my money until I find a way to make your game fun. That's freaking psycho stuff, B. That's some psycho mentality, bro. And that's what we've been doing. So there's definitely some going on psychologically that we're not even considering the dollar amount. So it's some wild stuff. You'll have that 60 overall out there making clips, and that's facts. That's facts. I'm gonna have a 60 overall out there making clips. Yeah, been doing it for years. It should be aggressive argument after a foul, similar to Madden. It'd be dope if they do something. It's our competitive nature they're taking advantage of. It's facts, Lucky. It's facts. They are taking advantage of that, you know. It's like the homie said earlier. My main issue is the servers. From one game to the next, I can be lights out or just complete trash. Consistency, please. Love your res. It's facts. You know, I keep complaining about that as well. It's been my consistent experience over the last few years where you can go 2 months straight of hitting everything, greening damn near everything. You know how many times on 2K23 I thought I had my jump shot down to a T? And then wake up one morning after smiling just a little too much. I don't know if you guys know, but I'll be the first one to tell you, if you're new here, your controller right behind this faceplate, but I highly advise you do not take this apart. Right behind this faceplate, Ronnie2K has implanted a smile-o-meter. So whenever you smile too hard, you know Ronnie2K likes to stay straight face. He looks like it'll hurt him. He looks like he'd hurt himself if he smiles. So he puts something in your controllers that now the second that you start smiling, you know, you get the smiling on 2K, you hit a green, you get the smiling. GG's, your sliders go down and you start bricking everything for the next 2 weeks. So that's what has happened to me multiple times over on 2K23, Ronnie 2K and his little creep cam in my controller, which I already know you have it there. And every time I got the smiling, 2K said next day, you is dead, bro. Straight face gang. Mike Wang, Ronnie 2K, straight face gang. He said, nah, bro, ain't no smiling out here. The hell you think you're getting happy about? So they lower your sliders and now you stressed. Now you about to hurt some after your gameplay session. Get into arguments with your cousins,
Let's go, Koji.
family in the house. AI Matrix said, I'll slap my controller with a glizzy. Lockdowns are cheap fun. It is cheap fun, yeah, until it stops working. So yeah, same experience with the lockies. They make you chase that satisfaction like a hamster. Yeah, yeah. Wonder if they will fix Red Sox issue. Not major problem, just annoying. Yeah, I would like to see custom Red Sox. So we get to play the demo tomorrow. There's rumors. All I can say is they're rumors. There's nothing solid yet. So only time they smile is when they take your smile away. Yeah, facts, bro. Did you guys hear the video? Did you guys see my video earlier where I played? There's a mindset we got to change, y'all. Let me help break this down real quick. And I don't want this to be heavy, but hopefully you guys could dig what I'm saying. In today's video, the first video I dropped today, there was a guy, one of the gameplay testers was talking to GVTMB. And he got to talking about 2K support tickets. And what he had to say was, when you put your support ticket in, please be nice. We could only imagine, I'm sure all of us could imagine the type of support tickets they receive, comments and vulgar stuff, I'm sure.
Let's go, Koji.
But he referred, this 2K guy referred to somebody submitting a 2K support ticket as a dickhead. And I think it's this attitude, especially on a public platform. I think it's this type of attitude that's unacceptable. The main reason is unacceptable, and I get it, folks. You know, if you're talking amongst your friends and family, I get it. He was being a dick. I didn't like that.
Let's go, Koji.
I get that. Everybody's working men, and they get frustrated, and you know they may say things. But when you take that to a public platform, it kind of shows the culture. You're displaying what the culture is within 2K support. And trust me, that did not fly over my head, because I'm quick to point out those things in any business that I deal with, any business. If I notice that's your culture, that's a trickle-down effect from something. And for him to feel that free and joking about the guy who put in a support ticket talking about, can I get my VC back? He said, it's Saturday, dude. Ain't nobody working. You over here talking about VC. Right. So it's easy for you to take money 24/7 every day of the week, but it's not easy for 2K support to help somebody get something back that they feel they're owed. And it's this culture that leaves me wondering a bit more. When I heard that, I was kind of surprised that was made public, especially from 2K support. I understand these are regular people and they get frustrated just like us, and I understand there are some folks that may offend them. I get that. But they can't forget that there's a reason they get a paycheck, and that reason lies with us. And I think that's where everything gets lost in translation. The only reason they have a paycheck is because of the people that they're supposed to be supporting. You stop supporting the people, you see what happens to that paycheck. And I know a lot of people don't feel supported per se, but from what we've learned over the last couple of weeks and how the dev team works extra diligently to make the game that we are asking for. When you Now there's a 2K development team, there's a development process, and there's also the business side of things. I imagine that's primarily delivered through Take-Two, and they have to somehow incorporate that into gameplay, and that's where development has got their hands tied. But what we've learned over the last few weeks is that development truly has their heart in the game and has their heart with the community. At least that's what's been going around. I don't know how many of you guys agree with that. I would say that to be the case, like I've been trying to explain myself, because I understand the development teams for a big company like 2K, who has so many successful titles under their belt with Take-Two. Take-Two has so many successful titles. I imagine a company like that, development is on the lower end of the totem pole. And when we start to understand that, then we see, yeah, when they say Mike Wang and the development team, they're working 12-hour days, I believe it. Those are not people high up on the totem poles working 12-hour days. So hopefully that helps ground our perspectives and helps direct our grievances as well. I had experience with 2K support. I remember I accidentally bought two $100 VC. I made my complaint to Microsoft and they refunded me once I showed proof I bought the extra VC pack. Nice. One time I had informed 2K about my build. This is why Big Jordan getting putback dunks. They got back to me and put it in the next patch. Awesome. Awesome. That's great to hear. We love to hear good stories about 2K support as well. And that moment in particular that the guy was talking could have been just one of those things. You're frustrated, you're a regular worker, you're working long hours. So I get it. Why does 2K reset our stats every season? From what I understand, that's not going to happen this year, at least your rep. We all need to make a cap on 2K. What's the limit you're stopping at on spending in this game? That's not a bad idea. I mentioned that as well. I think it's hard to put a cap, especially because their financial means they vary so drastically. But at least there needs to be a change from what you spent last year, and try to make that change less expensive than more expensive or more expenses. Yeah. So, for instance, my change this year is going to go from damn near $1,200 to $70. That's the commitment that I made. What's your commitment? And this is not for the sake of your money and your pockets. This is for one, and the grand scope of things is for the entire gaming industry. 2K leading the way on increasing the price per game to $70. 2K led that. Now, your favorite game has the capacity to be increased to $70 in the future. If we continue to keep spending this type of money, folks get access to these public records. They see how much money 2K makes. And if you're another developer out there and you see that this proved to be successful, you say, well, can we incorporate this into our game? So, you want to keep those type of things in mind, not just for your pockets, but for the entire gaming industry and also for 2K. I think 2K support and devs get forced to deal with negativity because the higher ups are terrible people who don't respect their consumers. I want to clear this up. It's almost every big business, at least maybe we could create some dialogue about this. I feel that the good majority of extremely large businesses are too far detached from the consumer. And I think that's the best way to put it and to leave it. It's so much money coming in, you can't be too closely attached. And some of these folks need that because otherwise they won't continue to succeed if they paid attention to every single complaint and argument and all this stuff. What I'm getting at is that I understand the nature of business. And more of us should have a better understanding of the nature of business. Just in general, if it's not just for 2K's sake, forget about 2K. Just in general, what is this business inclined to do? Well, history usually repeats itself, especially in corporate America. So you could kind of see a pattern of where businesses would go. 2K is showing us the pattern right in our grill piece. And it's going quick when we look back. Like I said, it wasn't too long ago, 2K20, where I was playing the game and didn't feel like I was going broke. So, talking about within a 3-year time frame, I done noticed this huge increase in how much I spend on 2K. It's like, nah. That's a crazy pattern. And then when I did that video and it got spread throughout the 2K community, we come to find out that there's a lot of us not only spending what I spent, but spending 3, 4, or 5 times what I spent. So, hey, what up, Keith Cobbs? Pay to win, I guess. Don Dada said he's going pay to win this year. How do we feel about pay to win? Do you want pay to win? Would you pay for your badges to get them instantly? What I want is the old 2K experience back. We don't need the gameplay, but the experience. The experience was fun. When you simplify it all, I want fun back. Let me get on the game where I lose track of time. I want that back. Maybe I won't play as much as I used to because you got other things to do, but at least when I do get on, I'm not looking at the clock. So I'll maybe one day out of the week, I'll spend the whole day on it. You know, I'm fully understanding of the nature of business because I know they're nothing but greedy people. They don't care about doing anything worth talking about. There's a whole bunch of fluff in the game. Yeah. Don said, I'll be level 40 at 12:05 a.m. The game releases at 12 a.m. We used to do that after unlocking bronze. I feel they make their money by flipping the sliders. And that's another thing too. We worry about 2K sliders, and when they start making or remixing these sliders, playing DJ on these sliders, you would decrease your spending by over 1,700%. Hopefully the fun will increase 1,700%. Appreciate you giving me those numbers, Peter. But when you see a number like 1,700, you're like, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds more like on my day-to-day life where I'm looking at something and considering whether I should spend money on this or that. That's more in line with my day-to-day life. What are the pros and cons to spending this dollar? But with 2K, I don't even think pros and cons. And that had to change. So I said, nah. How season pass has to be buy when you already buy the game. This is the new way of business, Pesto. This is the new way of gaming. It's proven successful with Fortnite, so you got other companies trying their best to find a way to incorporate season passes to get some recurrent consumer spending. You're going to hear that a lot over the years. Recurrent consumer spending equals microtransactions. So they try to get you to spend money, and oftentimes what that is they give you the game. Fortnite is a perfect example. Warzone is a perfect example. They'll give it to you here because they need you to get on the game. So hopefully you get chokehold into this recurrent consumer spending. Right. Fortnite is free. That's the whole what I'm trying to explain to you here. Let me help you understand. As of right now, 2K makes more money off of microtransactions, way more money off of microtransactions than they do for the actual unit sale of the game. So it's in their best interest to get you on the game. So they'll spend the first, 4 months of folks buying the game, and then Christmas time is free. The player base increases because it's a free game. Their recurrent consumer spending increases as well because they got so many players on the game by offering it free. It's simple stuff, man. We know this, but the whole idea is, hold on a second. We got to kind of slow this down because it's going to get out of hand. when we think of Fortnite and Warzone, a lot of us, at least when I think of Warzone, I can't talk for Fortnite, but when I speak of Warzone, I feel like what I purchase gives me value. I feel like it's value. One, I have the decision, and then I have a ton of options. But let's say I want a particular gun and I want it to look better. I want certain attachments because I haven't tried maxing it out yet. I can do that and buy a pack, which gets me the guns I want. They look dope, and I can get out there and compete and not have to worry about maxing it out. And like what I'm doing right now on like playing shipment. So, you know, I feel like I get value out of that stuff. 2K has to show more value. And those games that are free already. 2K is not free. They're charging us for different editions that we get to choose from, ranging from $60 to $150. And then they're adding the increased cost of upgrading your player, paying for boost, paying for Gatorade, and now they gave you the option to pay for your rewards or premium rewards. It gets dangerous, in my opinion, when a company like 2K gets their hands on something like that, because they have the potential to make this the new standard. And that's what I'm trying to get you. Good majority of hopefully more people will see that by the end of this year when I finish this no money spent annual cycle run. Again, I don't want to make this heavy. I don't even want to be making it heavy. I'm gonna have fun regardless. But during this fun,
Let's go.
I want questions answered by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, seriously considering going no money spent. Bobby Gilmore, it is what it is. To each their own. But just make some change. If it's not no money spent year, don't pressure yourself. Because there's value in fun. So, whatever, just try to pay attention to how much money you're putting into your entertainment is what I'm getting at more so. Like, are you dead seriously paying? I've always liked to find more value than, so for instance, if something I find entertaining, I want that to have more of a significant value than the dollar I have on me that I used to spend on it. So in 2K23, when I look back on it, the experience was not even fun, but I was still dropping that dollar on it. I said, nah, negative, coach. It's no going down, man. This gonna be the case. So we have to change that. Mr. Rosario said, going, no money spent. Having fun costs. Having fun, it should be free. Yeah, and the crazy thing is that I don't even think the game should be free. I don't mind microtransactions so much. That's just my general thought process. If the game has value, and that's mainly rooted in when I started, another game that I paid money to was Call of Duty, but I never felt no way about it. It was like, that pack was dope. Hell yeah, I gave him $20. And I did this and I had fun, and I wasn't even uploading content about that game, but it was still like, it felt like it had value. 2K got a nerd with the past about the game. Mazzy, NYC, I think that's why 2K is thriving. The world is getting worse, so we need escapes. That's why games and streaming services are getting more expensive. That's a good point, Mazzy. Mika, are going no boost and Gatorade these? Whoa, that's a whole different type of English. That's a whole different type of English. Verbatim, Mika spammed the chat saying, are going no boost and Gatorade these? Salute to you. English is your seventh language. I get it though. But yeah, I'm not, you shouldn't continue to spam that same, comment, bro. That wasn't even broken English. That joint was like torn apart, shredded English. It's all good though, man. It's all love. But yeah, no Gatorade, no boost during this whole thing. I be in career getting my milestones, then I retire and play park and rec. So because my VC enough. but my animations in close course. IRL guapo. Facts. I don't know what that meant. He's still spamming it. He went to Norman Thomas. No, I went to Seward Park. I was in Seward Park. Is there gonna be a demo tomorrow? That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're talking about. We chilling. Mika said I'm drunk. That's a whole different. That's crazy how drunk gave you an accent. I could have heard the accent in that spam. Oh man, fun times. 507 in the chat. We are over an hour into the stream, pulling up an hour and a half. On that note, yeah, I'm finna get on Call of Duty, probably grind my guns the rest of the night. It was great catching up with y'all. Hopefully tomorrow there's a demo. If we get any additional news or if we get a demo, best believe we're going to be talking about it here on the channel, either in a video or a live stream. So hopefully y'all can tune back in. Wishing you all a safe and blessed rest of the night. I'll catch you guys